Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, was good. So I wanted to tell you guys what you have to remember when you're dealing with chicks is that you got to think about the logistics, meaning you have to think about what's going to happen or what's the plan of how I'm going to get this girl to my house, have sex with her. You know, what's the plan of me actually meeting up with this girl again? So you got to think about the logistics. It's, you know, how you're going to plan these things out, because if you don't plan it out right, then it's going to not really work out for you. And, you know, in my membership video that I did the other day, I basically was talking about how to get chicks back to your place, you know, easy ways to do it. But the thing is that, you know, when you're talking to a woman, you're having a conversation with her, let's say you're at a bar or someplace, sometimes you need to go into detail about, you know, where she's from, where does she live, what does she do, where does she work at. All these things come into play when you're trying to really get a chick, you know, to actually get a chick back to your place and make shit happen. Because the thing is, if you are chilling with a girl and you meet her at a bar, and let's say you're in Brooklyn, which is where I live, right? And this has happened to me a couple times, where I'm at a bar and I'm talking to a chick and I say, yo, so where do you live? And she'll say some shit like she lives all the way in Jersey, right? So I'm thinking to myself, okay, do I really want to deal with a chick who lives all the way in Jersey? Because maybe at some point she's going to want me to come back to her spot in Jersey, and I'm not going to want to go all the way back to Jersey. Or her even coming to my place, let's say she's in Jersey, her coming all the way out to Brooklyn. So, you know, little things like that can make it a little bit annoying. Not necessarily saying you can't, you know, make that happen, but it's a fucking long trek. You understand? Or, you know, you might be at a spot and you're talking to a chick and you find out that she's only in town for the next 2 days, right? How do you maneuver that? How do you say, okay, well, you know, what are you doing tomorrow? Let's get together tomorrow. And, you know, what is her schedule? What is your schedule? And, you know, can you fit that in? Is that possible for it to happen now? So this is stuff you got to think about when you're dealing with this. You know, do you have, you know, how many roommates do you have? How many roommates does she have? If she's at, you know, living with somebody, how do they feel about guests being over the house? This is stuff that you got to think about. You understand? And so when you think about it and when you realize, okay, well, I need to, you know, really maneuver and get it in a way where I can make things flow and make it happen in a way that's going to be beneficial to me, you have to really take time to think about what exactly you have to do in these situations. This is why communication is important when you're talking to these chicks, because you have to figure some shit out. You understand? So, you know, like I had a friend who, he was dealing with this chick, and, you know, he has a girl, so him and his girl live together, right? So he can't take a chick back to his place because he lives with his girl, right? And then the chick he was dealing with, you know, she was a younger chick, I think like 21, 22 or something like that. And what happened was that this chick, she still lived with her parents. So he wasn't able to go over to her place because she lived with the parents. So he was like, okay, damn, I got to figure out a spot to, you know, to figure out a way to make this happen. So, you know, he had to, you know, find like a little cheap hotel to really make this shit pop off. But, you know, these are the things that you talk about while you're having a conversation with the girl. You say, hey, you know, where do you live? Who do you live with? You know, how long are you here for? What are you doing tonight? What are your plans for the weekend? So that when you know all this information, then you can really adjust your schedule or, you know, fix shit so that, you know, things will flow your way. Because if you don't do it, it's going to be harder for you to make these interactions happen, because you got to think about it. It's going to be a complete waste of your time if you're talking to some chick all night and you haven't even asked her where she's from or where she lives, and then you end up finding out, oh, this girl is leaving the country tomorrow morning because she's not even from here. You understand? Instead of you just, you know, knowing that up front, say, okay, well, I'll talk to this girl for 5 minutes, but let me go holler at some other girls who I can most likely make things happen. And the thing is, with that girl who's going to be leaving, you know, tonight, basically What that means is that the girl who's leaving tonight, right? The girl's leaving tonight, she's going to, you know, be the type of chick who you could maybe fuck tonight. You understand? So that's another thing you're thinking about. You're going to say, okay, well, can I have sex with this girl tonight? Where can I bring her? How far is my house? What time does she need to, you know, be at where she needs to be at? Is it possible for these things to happen? This is what I'm saying. This is all about logistics. And this is very important for you to understand, you know, this type of thing when you're dealing with these girls. You feel me? So that is it, guys. Guys, make sure you click the link below to get tickets to my seminar, Reclaim the Game, New Dating Rules for Men. And I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
Master the game by joining dating and life coach Mr. Locario live in New York City on Friday, May 15th at So Techie Spaces for his new seminar, Reclaim the Game. Mr. Locario has some exclusive new realistic approaches to the dating game that will help you be successful with women. Purchase your tickets at MrLocario.com. Space is extremely limited, so pick up your tickets today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.